Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. If there's one thing we've all learned over the last few decades in the Low Country, is that you don't turn your back on a hurricane, even if it is forecast to blow by. Hurricane Erin is now a Category 3 storm, and the eye is still forecast to miss us by hundreds of miles, but we are expected to see higher than normal waves and some dangerous rip currents for the rest of this week. Now, the only warning issued on the East Coast is a tropical storm watch for the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And Heritage Classic Foundation Chairman Steve Wilmot is always looking for a win-win situation for fans of the RBC Heritage. He got a win-win-win with the announcement by the PGA Tour that Royal Bank of Canada, RBC, has agreed to ante up for a multi-year deal to continue sponsoring the golf tournament at Harbour Town, replacing the year-to-year deal. Now, the tournament will continue to be a signature event on the tour, ensuring the very best players will be coming here. RBC's been the sponsor of the Heritage since 2012 and the Canadian Open since 2008. Now, first shots at Harbour Town will be coming April the 16th next spring on a renovated Harbour Town golf links that is expected to reopen for us to play in this mid-November. And Beaufort County government is now ordering its Economic Development Corporation to be audited and report back to county leaders and taxpayers. The EDC has received more than $12 million in public funds over the last decade to attract more businesses and industry to the Low Country. Now, the county and the town of Port Royal scaled back contributions to the EDC during the last budget season because of questions about what's being done with the money. Now, the Economic Development Corporation is a separate entity, not directly controlled by the county, but does have all of the county's mayors among its board members. The corporation agrees with the decision to audit its books, something that hasn't been done since it was formed in 2016. And finally, the Federal Bureau of Economic Analysis says South Carolina's growth rate, its GDP, went up more than any other state in the first quarter of this year, an annualized rate of 1.7%. Now, the executive director for labor market information at the State Employment Department says GDP isn't everything, but the numbers that show the South leading the nation's growth and South Carolina leading in the South are all good news. He also says wage growth is better than the national average and that there are over 100,000 jobs open in the state of South Carolina right now. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on your screen. And remember to follow us on Facebook and watch us on YouTube. And you can check out our website at WHHI-TV.com. If you have a news tip or a story idea, or just email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now Justin Jarrett will join us once again with an update on sports.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com, the fastest 60 seconds in local sports. We're still easing into the fall sports season, but the volleyball action is starting to heat up, and the girls from Patrick Henry swept Beaufort Academy in their regular season opener, while John Paul II edged Northwood Academy in 5 sets to stay unbeaten. We talked a little volleyball and checked out the highlights from the opening weekend of the high school football season on Monday's edition of the LowcoSports Lowdown, and we also had a special guest. Port Royal's own pro hooper, Ryle Owens, sat down with us to talk about his journey from grinding for playing time at Beaufort High to getting paid to ball on 3 different continents so far. Owens will add South America to his list as he's headed to Chile this week to begin his 5th year as a pro, and he's still got designs on making it to the NBA. We have more volleyball on tap tonight with Colleton County at home and JP2 taking its undefeated record on the road to Thomas Hayward. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thank you, Justin. After the break, we'll be talking with County Administrator for Beaufort, Michael Moore. Stay tuned.